कौमों के हयात उनके तसब्बुर पे है मौकूफ, जो सच बदलते हैं वही तारीख बदलते हैं। That there is no such platform which is giving the right guidance to the students with respect to the subject. History optional is a very popular optional for those who had been writing the UPSC Civil Services Examination. Instead of presenting the distorted facts, the wrong information, here everything that we are going to discuss, that would be academically sound. There are several people I have met, they're liking the subject, but then they're quite suspective, they're quite apprehensive that whether they should take this optional paper or not. When they take these subjects, they do not know that what is the right approach that they should follow. Like I have decided that through this channel, I would like to guide all those students, those who are having history as an optional paper. Hi, this is Piyush, and I'm here to announce my YouTube channel, which is History with Piyush Kumar. Many of you must have seen me on various platforms, since I kept on guiding the students, those who have been studying history at various levels. But recently only, I had decided to start my own YouTube channel, since many of the students had been requesting me since very long. And that's the reason because of what I had decided to come up with this YouTube channel. You may ask this question, that why so late? Frankly speaking, one thing I had been figuring it out for past couple of years, that there is no such platform which is giving the right guidance to the students with respect to the subject. Now, this subject, as you all know, that it's being studied at various levels, like at university level. History optional is a very popular optional for those who had been writing the UPSC Civil Services Examination. One of the popular subjects with what aspirants are appearing in UGC NET examination or PGCUT exams. But somehow I was just feeling that lacuna, that there is no such platform which is providing the right guidance to the students for all these examinations. That's the reason because of what I have decided to make this YouTube channel, where I can literally guide the students for everything. So before I proceed, let me tell you a brief introduction of mine. So my name is Piyush Kumar. I have been associated with a university teaching, and I have pursued many degrees in history. I have been guiding the UPSC aspirants also since very long, and under my guidance, several students got selected in UPSC Civil Services Examination. Now the most important thing, that what are the basic objectives behind the starting of this channel? That there are three things I would like to keep as preamble of this YouTube channel. And what are they? Academic excellence. Instead of presenting the distorted facts, the wrong information, here everything that we are going to discuss, that would be academically sound. So instead of presenting any rubbish thing, I would like to present you the things which are academically very strong and very sound. The second is the proper perspective. Now, this is a subject which requires a proper perspective. Because if you believe that history is all about certain information, certain facts, certain dates, it is completely incorrect. While reading this subject, you need to somehow develop certain perspective. And that is the reason because of what the third thing that I'm keeping here is the critical thinking. If you only read the subject, it is incorrect. While reading the subject, you need to understand something. And that's the reason. Because of what I always suggest the students कि जब आप पढ़ते हैं हिस्ट्री, उस समय सिर्फ पढ़ने की बजाय आप थोड़े सोचने की भी आदत डालिए, ताकि एक क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग आप डेवलप कर पाए, और उस क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग से आपको हर वो लेवल पे हेल्प मिलने वाली है, चाहे आप एकेडमिक एग्जाम्स लिख रहे हो, चाहे आप यूपीएससी एग्जाम लिख रहे हो, या आप किसी पीसीएस का एग्जाम लिख रहे हो, या फिर यूजीसी लिख रहे हो, यूजीसी नेट या फिर पीजीसीयूटी का एग्जाम लिख रहे हो. So precisely speaking, what are the objectives? So the first objective is the foundational and advanced topics from the university history curriculum. So as you all know, that history is a very popular discipline being offered in most of the universities. In fact, the IITs are also offering history as a discipline. But then I feel that whenever you study history at your college level, somehow there is a gap. Now, there were many students, they are not able to access to their classes. There are many students, it is not practically feasible for them that they have been reading so many books. But then they should know what are the different perspectives being offered in different books. But then as I did tell you that it is somehow not possible or practically feasible for the students to know all these books or to get the content of all these books. So somehow there is a gap over there also. I would like to fill that gap through my YouTube channel because I would like to somehow take certain lectures on the various popular themes which are somehow very much integral part of their university curriculum. So through that, I guess I would be able to help the students, those who had been those who are having this subject in their academic standards. Now, the second important objective is offering the right perspective on history as an optional subject. As you all know, that history is a very popular subject. And history, is being taken by several students as their optional. But yet, there is a great confusion. There are several people I have met, they're liking the subject. But then they're quite suspective, they're quite apprehensive that whether they should take this optional paper or not. Those who have decided to take this optional paper, they're confused about the content of the subject. They're having confusion about the reading list. And in fact, the most important thing I would like to say, when they take these subjects, they do not know that what is the right approach that they should follow while studying this subject. And that is the reason because of what many of the students are not able to score very good. And sometimes they start blaming the subject. Subject ही ऐसा है जिसमें number नहीं आता. But I must tell you, the subject ऐसा नहीं है. There is certain problem with your approach because of what you are not able to get very good marks. So I needed a platform through which I can get the right perspective, the right approach to the students, those who are having history optional. That's the reason because of what I have decided that through this channel, I would like to guide all those students, those who are having history as an optional paper. And since beginning, you should have the right approach that when you see the subject, you can understand, okay, these are the requirements. And I have to I have to prepare the subjects with those approaches. Then only you will be able to somehow score very good. Moving to the third word, this is bridging university history and the requirements of the UGC NET PG CUET exam. मैंने एक चीज फील की है कि जिस तरीके से इस सब्जेक्ट को आप अपने यूजी या पीजी लेवल में पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन जिस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस आप यूजीसी नेट के एग्जाम में देखते हैं या फिर जिस तरीके से आप पीजी सीयूटी के एग्जाम में देखते हैं, उन दोनों के बीच में कहीं ना कहीं एक गैप. The kind of information that you have been studying at those levels, somehow they are not reflecting in the questions. So a different approach is very much needed to clear these exams. So through this channel, I would even try to help those people and to get the right perspective and the right content, that they could clear easily this UGC NET examination and PG CUET examination. Moving to the next target, that is explaining historical topic through visual storytelling. Undoubtedly, everybody knows one thing, that history is a very interesting subject. जरूरी नहीं कि जो लोग formally history को पढ़ रहे हैं या किसी purpose से history को पढ़ रहे हैं, they are interested in the subject. Sometimes you feel that even the common people are also very much interested. But somehow I also feel one thing, that they are not able to access to the right information. In fact, I must tell you that when it comes to history, social media is spreading several wrong information, distorted information, and sometimes social media is spreading such kind of information also, which is creating somehow problem in the society. And since very long, I had this idea in my mind, whenever it comes to dealing with the subject, and in fact, somehow I just wanted to break all these myths. I wanted to remove all those distorted facts, and I just wanted to get a sort of right information to the people, those who are not studying the subject, but somehow they just want to learn the subject. They want to learn something about their past, but then they have this right to learn or know the right things. That's the reason because of what I would like to somehow present many historical facts in a very interesting way, that people should like it. People should also learn the right things about their past rather than the distorted facts. And that's why, while breaking this myths, I would like to present you the right content of the history through very, through the, using the visuals, by telling certain stories related to history. And that's how, I would like to get you the right information on the history. And the last thing I'll say, so please do like, share, and subscribe this channel. And I would like to get you the best possible information on the subject, that too in a very interesting way, that ultimately it becomes helpful to you. Thank you very much.